that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine with which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. He made it public. So that was the first point. The second thing that Daniel had that made him an excellent spirited person is what I want to touch on briefly this evening. And that is the point. Daniel was a man of prayer. Daniel was a man of prayer. People of God, if you desire an excellent spirit in you, I'll say that again. If you desire an excellent spirit in you, you must be a man and woman of prayer. Full stop. Once you discover your purpose, are you following the lesson? Today, night number 2 is to be a man and a woman of prayer. Bible prayer must be your next name. Daniel was a man of prayer. Daniel, no, you be a bonfire. I said Daniel was a man of prayer. Daniel, no, you're a when the need arose for the king's dream to be interpreted, Daniel called for prayer that he might have the necessary light for interpretation. When the need for the interpretation of the dream of the king was eminent, Daniel called for prayer. That God will shine his light for interpretation of the dream. Please remember that Daniel has discovered his purpose. And next to his discovering his purpose, he decided that he will go back to the God who gave him the purpose. He will go back to the original manufacturer of the car to ask God how to go about this. Because God has blessed Daniel with ability to interpret dreams. Also for today, people of God, when we see our anointing, we get carried away. Before you come to church and come and hold the microphone, you must. I am bringing my worship, and you are bringing your worship, and there is a simultaneous combustion of worship. And it's ascends to heaven and when you come here, the presence of the Lord envelops you. When I was waiting on God for this meeting, all I was praying for is, Lord, let me not be a hindrance to the move of your spirit. I don't want to go and stand there and I'm telling them my things. I want to go there and be used as your mouthpiece to speak as an oracle of God. Are you listening to me? People of God, you must be a man and woman of prayer. Whatever you're calling, whether you are engineer, whether you are a school teacher, whether you are a pastor, So you're software.
Whether you are a worship leader.
Say and sorry by prayer.
When the king called for Daniel.
In
fact, he didn't originally even call for him. He was seeking somebody who could interpret it. And now everything zoomed in on Daniel. And Daniel called for prayer. Daniel called for prayer. I said Daniel called for prayer. Whatever you do, if you want an excellent spirit to rest upon you, then you are telling God, I am not going to depend on my strength. But I am going to depend on the strength that you provide.